Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel. This will be a reading drawing out some messages that might be helpful for you for the upcoming month of September. Just want to thank you for joining and supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. Let's jump straight into it, okay? For the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, you've got some cards that were determined to come out around you. Okay, starting off with the Two of Wands. Adventure is calling you, Pisces. International affairs, prestige, or choices. For some of you, it could be in regards to a marriage or assets because the Hierophant is here as well. But there is a very important decision that you'll be faced with, or multiple options that you'll be faced with that will both seem very, very enticing. Now, the Two of Wands can have an association with fire. You do have the sign of Leo that has come up here. Could also be in Aries, Sagittarius, and you do have the Hierophant, which is a Taurus, sitting below the Two of Wands. But I feel like you might be in two minds about traveling. Maybe you might be in two minds about a long distance relationship. But for some of you, I definitely feel like there's good news because you have the marriage card. So if you are entering a long distance relationship, the cards could indicate there's potential to either talk about marriage, or this person might be open to marriage or remarriage. They could be a traditionalist and they could be seeking these things with you. So that could be quite exciting. But look, the beginning and the end of the month certainly point to travel opportunities, maybe for work. There could be a connection here with the people you work with. It might be a leisurely opportunity to travel maybe. For pleasure, get involved with friends, family, meet up with people that you have tradition with or you have rapport with as well. Now the Queen of Wands has also come up. She rules a sign of a Leo here, and this is openness, spirituality, but also sexuality. Some of you could have a very strong physical attraction with a fire sign here, or there's someone coming in around you with a lot of masculine energy. It's a very straightforward energy with the Queen of Wands. And I feel like she's sitting very open here. So you're becoming more open to things. Maybe you're becoming more open to adventure. Maybe you're becoming more open in your career. You've got more confidence in your career about things you want to pursue. But look, it can be a spirituality thing as well. It's also a card of leadership, especially in that middle column here, Pisces. Some of you might be gaining a promotion or really dominating the field in some sort of area of your life. Now, it could be in love, okay? You could be absolutely dominating love, and you might have all these attractions that might be forming and potential relationships and people falling to your feet. Numerous secret admirers might also be around you with the Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands, because this is essentially prominence. But more so, the Six of Wands points to prominence in career, being known for something here. So I feel like you're establishing a name for yourself, and it could be international prestige, and many Pisceans are well known for their creative talents, so this doesn't take me by surprise at all. But it could also be a Leo woman or a man that's coming in, and this person is going to come in very, very strongly. Again, this could be a very prominent or influential person around you, whether you do share a love connection or perhaps it's even management, okay? You becoming closer to your boss, you becoming the boss as well, so possibly transitional stages as well for you, Pisces. Moving over, there is a beautiful offer coming up with the form of the Knight of Cups. Could be coming from a water sign here, so a fellow Piscean, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. Now, the Knight of Cups is a very honest and integral figure, and I do feel there is someone who is opening their heart to you. There's someone that's really keenly pursuing you or showing a lot of passion or appreciation for you. Now, whether there's a lot of admiration for the work you do, whether this is admiration on your physical beauty, your internal self, Pisces, there is someone who's building an emotional connection to you. But I also see a destined offer that's coming in for some of you. There's an offer to travel, to move abroad, or there's a message from further afield that is coming in around you, but it's connected to an offer here. And I really like what this represents, because the Hierophant has keys next to him here, and I believe this could be the key to your future or the key to something really, really significant. But look, he crosses that river of emotion and he comes into something that he's prepared to undergo. Now, if this is you, for example, if I take this card to interpret you as a water sign here, I do feel as though there's something that's becoming more complex, or there's a peak There might be a new goal coming in, but there's something that you want to work towards. And the attitude you will have is one of committed energy. It's a committed attitude. It's perseverance. It's resilience. So I think this represents something that's happening to you. You're wanting to reach a certain point in your career, maybe. Maybe you're wanting to reach a certain point in your romantic connections. But there's something that you have your eye on. You've got your eye on the prize, but you've still got a bit of a journey here to go. So that will take time, Pisces. Now you do have the Hierophant here, which is traditionally seen as the marriage card. The Hierophant is a figure of religiousness, so it could point to religion, philosophy, or something like this that piques your interest. Some of you might be taking a break, you might be going on a meditation retreat, you might be pursuing religious or philosophical ventures as well during this time. There could also be a Taurus that is waiting to be connected or reconnected with you. It could be a sibling, it could be a lover. There is someone here around you, most definitely. But look, the Hierophant is also a person of influence. You do have influential people around you, or people that will come to mean a lot to you in your personal life. Now, the Hierophant is quite an interesting figure because he's very, very skilled at what he does. He's the vicar of Christ, so he's been elevated and selected for a purpose. Now, it could be that you're selected for a purpose here. You might be selected for a job candidate program, an opportunity of higher learning. You might win a competition to head overseas. But there's something about specific election, okay? But the Hierophant can also, because Taurus rules romantic energy and possessions, it could also be symbolic of a large asset or a costly asset as well. Could be the keys to a home. Some of you might be investing overseas. Okay, the Taurus is connected with a lot of money more often than not. So there might be an overseas investment opportunity, for example. But I really feel like September will take you far and wide, Pisces. There's definitely a lot for you to look forward to. But it's also stability, okay? Taurian is loyalty. Taurian energy is loyalty. It's stability. It's finding comfort zone. It's earthly pleasures as well. But there could also be someone that really, really inspires you to do something. And there might be a link between the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant here for you, Pisces. This might be a new idea, a new way of life, a new regime, a new kind of lifestyle, a new mode of living, or a different perception or approach to living. But there's something that this is going to inspire you, okay? It's a very inspirational and momentous month. Now, moving over, you've got the Six of Wands. And this was the prestige and the notoriety I mentioned, okay? So you being well known for something. And I don't think it's something bad, but I do feel like you'll be in the spotlight for one reason or another, Pisces. So there's a reason you're coming into prominence, okay, or elevation of this kind, because there's something that you'll do. But the notion of support is also here, okay, because of the large following. Again, it could be a fire sign. I mean, Leo energy is leadership energy. You might be taking people under your wing. You might be helping family, siblings, friends, lovers, colleagues, associates. You might be nurturing them, because Leo also brings nurturing energy, but you're leading by example, or you're being made an example of. If you have a probation coming up at work and these influential people might be your superiors, I do think for the most part they're very, very content. They're very, very complacent with the job that you've been doing, the role that you've been in, and things of that nature. But it's a great leap forward, but it's also conquest, okay? Let's look at what the Six of Wands could really mean. The laurel wreath was significant in Greek times, Roman times, for the games, for competition, for victory, okay? Victory following something that's been difficult or arduous, however, here, Pisces. So if there has been an egotistical issue, and I say egotistical because I'm drawing out potentially the negatives of the Queen of Wands and something that you'll have victory over. If you've been locking horns with someone, or there's someone around you that hasn't been able to swallow their pride, or you feel you haven't been able to swallow your pride. I do feel like you're overcoming egotistical energy, okay? You're prevailing over it. So there is success coming in around you. And look, there could be other things involved here as well, but I think for the most part, some of you are definitely landing some sort of prominent role here. Or someone is around you is becoming much more prominent. And especially a fire sign, and especially in the workplace, there could be romantic pursuits that stem from the workplace, okay? Affairs even. You know, you've got the marriage card. I think if you do have marriage around you, if you've been involved in a marriage, you're planning to get married, you're currently engaged to someone, there is success coming in around you. Absolutely. There could also be a trip that strengthens your relationship or your marriage as well. So that might be helpful for you in September. It'll strengthen your bond together. So this is quite exciting, I think, for a lot of you. And the fact that he faces the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands is finding passion again, okay? Going on a quest, going on a journey, whether it's a journey of finding your passion or a physical journey. There could be a relocation for some of you, a travel opportunity, an opportunity to work overseas, to work abroad, or even relocate, move houses, because the Hierophant can rule a large estate or property. So I think for some of you, there is a connection here, and this could be something that you're venturing into, which is really, really exciting. But look, the Page of Wands could also be someone, the Page of Wands seeks to explore something because he hasn't experienced it yet. Guided by his passions, guided by his desire. He oftentimes is seen as a little bit irrational, but that's because he does things from the heart. So there's a lot of heartfelt moments, I think, that are coming in around you. And it could point to pursuing wanderlust or passion, or, you know, travel could bring love. It could bring job opportunities. It could really open a lot of doors for you. But international prestige could definitely be coming in, okay? Prominence, dominating, really, really dominating a certain field or industry or relationship or area of your life, especially in the beginning, okay, and the end of the month here as well. So it's quite exciting here, Pisces. I will leave it at that though. I hope this reading has been insightful. I hope it's been enjoyable.